welcome back to Key and Will's The More You Know podcast. Guess who we got in the building? In the building.
We call her Dr. E.
Affectionately, we call
E.
her Dr.
This
E.
is Eseosa Walker.
Yes, you got Doctor.
Dr. Eseosa Walker.
Welcome to our podcast, Dr. E.
Dr. E in the building. It's about to go down.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
We're so happy to have you. Yeah. So today, you guys, we are talking about health and wellness, and we thought, who better to talk about health and wellness than Dr. E?
Yes. This is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time. We know you're super busy because you do it all. Tell us who Dr. E is.
Okay, Dr. E is... Okay, so this is Dr. E. He said Dr. Eseosa Walker. I am Nigerian American.
Yes.
Born in Brooklyn. What?
Is Brooklyn in the house? Is Brooklyn in the
house? Yeah, you better be. This is how we do it. But I left early to go to Nigeria, and I lived in Nigeria for about 6-7 years, and then I came back to New York again. So, Dr. E is a mommy of 3 kids.
Yes, and we got one in the building.
Michaela,
come on in here.
Come on, Michaela.
You know, we love the kids. This is the producer behind the scenes. She's a beautiful woman.
Her twin.
Right,
yeah, thank you. Get out of here. Go do your homework. This is my show, okay?
There's plenty of audience out there.
I'm a hot mess. But yeah, she's the middle child. She's 10. I have a 13-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. That's number 1, I'm mommy. Number 2, I'm a realtor.
Yes.
And number 3, I'm a physiotherapist. So that's where you get the Dr. E from.
Yeah.
I do combine both things together.
Wow.
So explain to us what a physiotherapist is and what your focus is.
Physiotherapy is based around rehab, health, and wellness.
Okay.
So what I do is I do work once a month at the hospital. I love PT, which is also physiotherapy. That was my first profession. I would go in. I've worked in a hospital setting. I worked in-house. I've worked in subacute rehab. But I had kids, and I wanted to homeschool my kids.
Right.
So I said, if I'm there 24/7, if I'm working in the building, I can't homeschool my kids. So that's how real estate came about. So with real estate, you can homeschool your kids, you can be with your kids, and you can do work, and they can come with you.
Right.
You can do it all.
Now,
so
I must say that Dr. E is part of our brokerage, and we all a team. So
Yes.
she got so many titles.
Norman and Associates, we rule.
Norman and Associates in the building. So we always got to plug. We got to plug our family.
Plug it in.
Plug the family.
Shameless plug.
Yeah. So realtor and.
Yeah, realtor. Yeah. So, and I love that. I'm enjoying real estate. I've been doing PT for over 10 years. This is fun. I meet people like you.
Yeah.
It's a family. It's a team. And our broker, Jeremy Norman, have set that tone.
Absolutely.
And that's how we connected.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Yes. So physical. To get back to your question, I'm sorry, I went off a little bit. Physical therapy is helping people physically with anything that they have. It could be a stroke, a car accident. It could be back surgery, post-surgery. It could be post-ICU care. It could be anything that physically gets you back on your feet.
Okay.
We've now incorporated a lot of health and wellness. So before getting hurt and me fixing you up, let me tell you what you can do to not get hurt. So I do both the health and wellness, and that's what I do here at Norman & Associates.
Yes, you
talk
do.
to the agents about.
You keep us healthy.
Yes, I try.
You keep us healthy.
Listen.
I try. When I see y'all walking, I had my Twinkie.
Hey.
Just kidding.
You know, this is really an important topic for Key and I because we are big into health and wellness.
We love it.
We are very intentional about it.
We
If
try.
you follow us on social media, you'll see that. We're walking. Actually, Key is the athlete.
Well, I don't know about athletes.
And I catch on. You know what I'm saying? But it's so important. People don't realize that what you do today impacts tomorrow.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean? And what we did 5 years ago, we feel the impact of that now.
Right,
You know,
right.
And we try to be an example because life is like it goes so fast, and if you don't realize, you'll look up and you'll have all these issues and conditions and things going on that if you would have just took a moment 5 years ago, 10 years ago, just walking,
Make a difference.
it makes a huge
Makes a big
difference.
What are your? I'm gonna put them on the spot.
Put us on the spot. Put us on the spot.
She's gonna reverse it.
I'm gonna reverse it.
Let's reverse it.
What do you guys do? What do you guys do in regards? What is your routine? I like to hear, and I'm sure they do too.
I want to ask a few questions around preventative.
Okay, no, sure.
The preventative approach, because I think what you do is both, right? So you focus on what happens after you have had a disease or an injury, and what you need to do to rehab yourself. But more importantly, the preventative approach. And so, just talking about us, Key and Will, and what we do to try to prevent disease and, and just to stay healthy. For us, we get up in the morning.
It's actually.
We get up in the morning and we try to do some level of cardio.
It's a lifestyle.
It is.
At this point, what we do is a lifestyle. I'll let Key give the sort of the day of. But we've got to the point where it's a lifestyle. If we don't do it, we feel funny.
off.
It's like,
I see you guys on the
didn't do this, I
gram.
didn't do that. But give us a quick synopsis of our day, Key.
Quick synopsis. We try to get up every morning between 6:30 and 7 to do at least 45 minutes of some type of exercise, whether that's cardio or strength training, especially as we get older and we're over 50 at this point. Just trying to keep our
51.
bones.
51 in a few weeks.
Wow, you guys, your birthdays it's near each other.
Key's
November 27th.
Y'all
Yep,
wanna send
yep,
her
yep, yep.
A little
Send
love, a little.
Send me some
Oh
love.
yes.
November 27th
And December
and
20th.
December 22nd.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So she's a month older than me. So this,
Really?
So you gotta respect her. You gotta respect her. She's older than you.
Gotta give her that respect.
But just quickly, we try to do some level of exercise and we try to eat right. We really, it's hard, but we try to eat right because we know food is the entry to so many diseases that are out there, and we're just trying to
But isn't that
keep it
sad
away.
though that we don't have available more healthy foods? It's
Right,
you're going in the aisle trying to,
and it's expensive.
yes,
It's
yes,
expensive.
it is expensive.
It's
we
expensive.
can. It's hard, but we can do it. We can figure it out.
Absolutely.
So Key, real quick, I want to make sure folks get the full rundown.
Yes.
Wake up.
We wake up. We're gonna get dressed and put our workout clothes on.
That's the first thing we put on.
That's just what we're gonna do, whether we
if you're
are
in-
supposed to
Sometimes
work
we-
that day or
sometimes we don't
not.
even get to work out, but we still got to work out.
We're still gonna
clothes on.
put, because
But
the
it's just-
intent,
the
we have to
intent
be
is there.
intentional about it.
Yes, I agree with you.
The intent is that we're going to work out at some point in time that day. Hopefully it's that morning. We work out for about 45 minutes. We go in. Will is gonna prepare some breakfast, egg white omelets.
Yep,
What?
yep.
Yes, yep.
Eating healthy.
Or Key. And then we go about our day. And then hopefully, that's something that trend is gonna take us through the rest of the day to continue to eat healthy and have proper water intake. So
I like
that's
that.
what we do.
I've tried waking up in the morning. It's so difficult for me. I don't know
it is
because I'm
difficult.
so. But you know what? I enjoy working out at the end of the day. I'm like I had a long day.
okay.
I need a release.
Yes,
And you
yes.
have to do what works for you, right? You
Right.
have to do. But the bad thing about working out at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired, and you make an excuse.
You do.
So
That's me.
I'm gonna try to go back to that morning routine because I think when you wake up, you're setting yourself up for the day. So
Absolutely.
what works for you, but
And you feel so much better.
Yeah.
If we don't work out,
Yeah.
believe it or not, you would think if you work out, you would be tired. But if we work out in the morning, I'm like, let's go. I'm
Like
thinking.
natural coffee.
I'm getting my meetings going
Your
for the day. I'm going.
Yeah.
I think you think clear. For me, it puts me in a positive space. So that when I'm on meetings or I'm addressing issues throughout the day, because in real estate, we're hit with so many challenges.
many.
And I think we're able, if you're in a healthy state, just overall, I just feel like you're able to tackle those issues.
I get it. We're preaching it. We're not perfect,
Yeah, nope.
but you gotta try. You gotta try.
Gotta try.
Absolutely.
Your future self a thank you. That's what I
Yeah.
always say.
Your future self. Thank you. That is so funny. I
Pay
love
now or pay later, right?
it. Pay now. Pay later.
Yes.
Pay now. Pay later.
Because I do want to talk about healthy eating. And I say pay now or pay later because healthy eating is expensive.
It is.
So, what are your thoughts about organic and buying organic foods to stay healthy? What are your thoughts about that?
So my thoughts are, if you can afford it, do it. It's really tough. It's tough for a lot of people. But my thoughts are, if you can afford it, do it. But what I do, I try not, even though I can't get always organic, I try not to get bad food. So I try not to get too much processed food. We don't really eat out of cans.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Junk food and soda, as she'll tell you, is like at a party, at an event. It's not
Yes,
just,
all the
oh,
time.
Day to day.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
You'll be shocked how many people do groceries and they have children or even themselves and they buy soda and chips and every shopping twice, 3 times a week. That adds up. Of course, you can have a treat here and there for your children and yourself.
Right.
But
That shouldn't be
Yes.
every night or every day.
yeah. So I focus on what not to get, and I always buy fruits, always a mixture of organic and not organic.
Yeah,
but
I always say just don't get it because it's been in the house. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it. If I buy a big, kid tell you, if we buy a big bag of Oreos.
Forget
Them
about
Oreos
it.
gone.
Your Oreos
I mean,
are
I'm talking about 18
Game over.
cookies at a time.
It's so
Game
good.
over.
I like it like a
said
big
game
glass of
over.
milk.
Game over.
Like don't get it like so.
He'll
don't put
come
yourself-
he'll come to the couch. Like we'll just be watching a show or something. It's like
I gotta
15
plate.
Oreo. Like, are
I
you
gotta
gonna
plate.
eat all of those like right now
I'm just
in one sitting?
It's so good
So-
though. That's a weakness.
so you got to just know your weaknesses, and
Yeah.
I love sweets, so we just be careful if we don't get them.
Right. So one rule of thumb is shop the perimeter of the grocery store. Is that because they say all your produce and
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
everything in between
Yes,
is
and
processed
yes.
and canned and
I
chips.
never heard that.
But to shop the perimeter of the grocery store because you
Wow.
have your
Okay,
meats and your
Keith.
produce.
It's
Okay.
true.
It's-
Look at her.
I don't know. I don't know.
So let me interview you. Health and wellness. So, you guys is amazing. I am an advocate for health and wellness, and it's a struggle because I'm promoting it, but it's still a struggle. I have 3 kids that want the macaroni and
Of
the cheese
course,
and
of
this
course.
and that, and sometimes you take a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm more disciplined now, and they're just phases. As long as you keep going and pushing and
Yes.
pushing and going, you'll be fine. If you're just complacent and you're just like eating bad, that's not good. I see so many diseases in the hospital.
Yeah.
We are stroking out at 40, 41, 42 in the hospital. We
Dr.
are.
E.
Yeah. It's
I love that. I want to slow down right there.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Ken and I are experienced in the healthcare field as well. And we are seeing more and more individuals, younger and younger, having major issues.
High blood
Not
pressure.
only just high blood pressure, and things
Diabetes,
like that,
yep.
but actually passing away.
Yeah.
And it's because the food has gotten to the point where it's quick and fast and processed. So I really want folks to understand how serious this is. We're having fun with it, but this is a serious issue.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm with you. So the reason why I'm focused on health and wellness, I started out, PT is preventative and rehab. So I started as a PT on
Gotcha.
the rehab side. And then I said, this is crazy. Like, she's stroked out. And, you see the cholesterol. You see all the levels. You're like, oh my goodness, you can stop this. So I switched to more the preventative side. And
How do we not ever get to that point?
Yeah. And you see them, like you said.
Yeah.
They're dying and they're stroking out and they're having it's just crazy, and it's really just food and not a healthy lifestyle. Some is genetics, but
I think because Key and I we always have this discussion about, our friends and family nearby, folks that are close to us. And we try to be an example because people are grown and they're going to do what they want to do, but we try to be an example to say, hey, health is important.
Health is wealth.
Because I think
Right.
what
Health
happens
is
is
wealth.
people say, well, I feel fine.
Yeah.
I feel fine. But you don't know what's going on in the inside.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
And then you get to a point in life where all of a sudden something happens and you realize that all this stuff was going on in you.
Yeah,
And now we're in this situation. So I think folks just need to realize, even though you may feel okay, we still have to take care of our bodies.
take care of yourself. And if you fall down, get back up. If you buy that,
Yes.
you ate a whole bag of Oreo.
Right.
Just don't do it the next day.
Yes. Make the next day better than the last.
Yeah,
right?
And the people who try, like you said, make the next day better than the last. But The people who try, when they mess up, they get discouraged. Just keep going, just keep
Right.
going, just keep going.
It's consistency.
Just keep it,
And so I think, what's important, I think what keeps us going is, we have accountability with each other, but we also have a small knit of friends. We call them the Fit Crew.
Yep.
Shout out to the Fit Crew.
Yep. Absolutely.
And basically,
I saw them. Mud
Close
run?
knit circle.
Were they the ones at the mud run?
yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Yep.
saw you guys motivate.
And we get online every day and just check in and just
Yep.
say, hey,
Oh, really?
yeah, I got my workout in, boom, 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 and we just leave a quick message on this app, and that's our accountability. And
Yep.
if everybody's checking in and you're not, you're like, dang.
That's
So
a
you,
good
you
idea.
sort of feel obligated because
Yeah.
a lot of times I don't feel like working out, but I like, dang, everybody done checked in. And then if you wait too
Whatever
long,
works.
they'll be like, all right, Will,
We
where you
ever
at?
heard.
Whatever works.
Right.
Where you at, Will?
Absolutely.
So I strongly encourage accountability partners.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that's a good idea. So I don't know if you guys know, a lot of you guys know I'm the Health and Wellness Director of Norman and Associates. So what that
Yes,
is
that's major. Hold on, we just can't throw that out there. You're the Director of Health and Wellness at Norman and Associates.
Yes,
That's
yes.
major.
Yeah,
Yes.
what does that mean? What does that look like? My
does that mean?
doors
Yes.
are always open. I have agents coming all the time talking about personal issues, things that's going on, advice. I mean, they're looking for advice, family members themselves. If I can't fix them, I recommend them to the appropriate healthcare provider. We also have quarterly events. We have
Yes,
yearly
you have us
events.
doing a lot of physical things.
Boy, Dr. Edie, you got enough-
I love it though. I love
having
it.
us
It's
working,
great.
boy.
Yes.
Yes, and now the hot yoga series.
Hot
Yes.
Yes,
Woo,
yes, so-
woo, woo.
And my job is to make being healthy fun and accessible, and accountability. To piggyback off of that, I do have people who come in and talk to me about wanting to be fit, and I will check in on them on a monthly basis. Hey, how you doing? Did you check into that gym like you said?
Yeah.
And they know I'm going to call them. So accountability is big.
It's
So-
major.
Yeah, I think we all need it, and I think people think that they're by them. It's just them that's struggling. And it's hard to work out. Online, you see highlights of everybody in the
No.
gym. No, they struggling too.
Yes,
Yeah.
they
Don't get
are.
it twisted. Like we're all struggling to do it. So don't feel so like I can't do it. It's too hard.
You just
No.
have to make it part
We're
of
all
your
struggling.
lifestyle. It's a
Make it part-
lifestyle.
make it
It
part of
can't
your
be
lifestyle.
trendy
Yeah.
or
Yes.
oh, I'm
What
gonna
works for you, right?
I'm trying to work out to lose weight for an event or for Christmas or for
Yes.
whatever. It just has to be part of your lifestyle,
Yes,
right?
it really does.
Yeah.
And if you mess up, case in point, I just came back from a women's retreat. I tried so hard, but I didn't go off the, but for those 2 days, I had a piece of cake. I ate tacos.
Yeah.
4
Yep.
tacos,
Yep.
you know?
Yes, right.
What kind of tacos were they?
But I came back Sunday and
Bring
I'm
it
back
back.
on it.
Back
It's
on
back
it.
on it.
Get
Don't
back
feel
on
It's
it.
never too late, you guys. It's never too
Yeah,
late.
it's not.
It's never too late. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. It's never too early. You
Yes.
just got to do it. You
Yes.
just got to be committed to it.
Yes. And start young. Get those kids young. All my
Right.
kids play sports. They exercise. I make it fun. So let it be
Yeah.
part of what we do. Like you brush your
Absolutely.
teeth, work out. Teach them young. Okay.
Exactly. I love that.
I'd like to bring it back to, I'm such a proponent of, we don't have kids, but if we had kids, I'd like to think that my kids would be the healthiest kids on earth because I think that I think the foods that we feed our kids, all this sugar, all the fatty foods, it's really bad and it affects them. We have kids who are obese.
Say it.
Who are, diet,
ADHD?
ADHD.
Oh my goodness.
So many things that come from the foods that we eat and that we feed our kids. I think we just need to be more intentional about that.
Honestly, it goes back to food. Like if
It does.
it really does. You
It is.
exercise is good. I'm not taking it out, but you can exercise and eat poorly and still not be well.
Exactly.
But if you
exactly.
eat well and don't exercise, you'll be okay. You should do both.
You should do both.
But
Right.
is that food? Is that
Right.
food that
Right.
kids
Right.
are having different issues and
Right.
gut issues and ADHD and
Yeah.
concentration issue and obesity. So
Yes. And that just moves into unhealthy adults.
Yeah.
We've got high blood pressure. We're diabetics.
Yes,
You
a
know,
lot
all
of
these
it.
things lead to stroke, kidney failure, and just cancer. Oh my goodness.
Cancer
Yeah.
does not.
So many diseases.
I don't
So
understand how everybody got cancer now.
everybody has
It's
cancer.
just
It's
because
in
I think
the
it's in the
food.
food.
It's the food.
It's in everything. Everything
the
is like
food.
right now.
Yeah.
Sad.
And
It
it's
is.
unfortunate. So we got to be
Talk
mindful.
to us about, in your expert opinion,
Okay.
what would you say are those top 3 things that we as a people should focus on to stay healthy, just to have a healthy lifestyle?
Like you said, make it a lifestyle. That's number one. I say number one is the food. We talked about that. So number 2 is it's okay to take a break. So I'm going to talk about mental health as well.
Oh yes.
It's okay to take a break. It's okay to stop. It's okay to take a nap during the day. You have to sleep. You have to have
Rest.
So my focus in real estate and working with the agents is number one, you're in that car all day. Make sure you have healthy snacks in the car. Because
Yes.
if you don't have healthy snacks in that car, you're going to pull into a fast food.
Yep,
And
Zaxby's.
that adds up.
Well, bleep
Zaxby's.
that. I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say
Zaxby's.
because I love
Chick-fil-A.
Zaxby's.
But the point is, it's okay to rest, take breaks, right? And the third thing is enjoy life. Enjoy life. All these things that you do, resting,
That's so
enjoying
good.
life, releases certain hormones in your body. When your body is at peace, they always talk about the spiritual peace, but when your physical body is at peace as well, you live longer. You do better.
I love it.
You do better. So, and I'm guilty of this. I never rest. I keep going and going and going. And these agents as well. Real estate is a tough profession. You
It
keep
is.
going and going and going. You're not sleeping. You're sleeping at 1. You're doing contracts. You're waking up at 8 to do showings. You're not eating well. You're stopping at fast food. So my
Yep,
goodness,
yep.
bring it back. Let's slow down. Prepare
Yeah.
your day. Sleep for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Take food in the car that's healthy, and it's okay to have parameters with your patients. Patients.
Yes.
Clients.
Both, right?
Both.
I got clients and patients.
And patience. Yeah.
So it's okay to slow down, and that's where I was getting with that.
Self-love.
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 Yes.
So many times I think people feel guilt because
Yes.
you feel like you're taking time from your kids, you're
Yes.
taking time from your spouse, you're taking time from your clients or whatever profession it is that you have, and you want to take some time for yourself, and people feel guilty about that. But you're saying,
No,
Don't.
because
Don't.
Your best you,
Yeah.
your best you is good for him,
Yeah.
and vice versa,
Yeah.
and everyone else. As a mom, I'm doing this, I'm doing real estate, I'm trying to do this, but I need to be present as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pause and take a break. So.
Yeah, that's
present.
huge. Be present.
Be present. Be
present.
present. We love you, Dr. E.
So, Dr. E, I do want to ask you one more thing before we wrap
Sorry.
up.
Okay.
So what would you like to leave our audience with? Because we talked about a lot. We talked about health and wellness. Obviously, it's important. We talked about
Yes.
exercising, making that a lifestyle.
Yes.
We talked
Healthy
about-
eating.
Yes, we talked about healthy eating, how it's important.
Self-love.
Self-love.
So we already
Yep.
got some
I
nuggets
love
in
it.
there. But is there anything else you may want to just make sure that, or just reinforce?
Yeah, so I'll tie that in again.
Yeah.
All that he said, he said, everything you're doing, make it a lifestyle. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. And if you fall down, get back up again. And make it fun. Make it fun. If you're eat things that you like, but they're healthy. If you're exercising, if you're not a gym person, go take a hike.
Absolutely.
If you don't like the outside, go to the gym. If you don't like to go anywhere, then do it in your house. You
There
have
you go.
choices.
Right.
No excuses. That's
Because
all I say.
healthy eating can be tasty. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
bland and
No,
And,
and exercise can be fun. If
absolutely.
You like to
And
dance,
it's okay to splurge, as we saw earlier. I have a whole bag of Oreos every now and
and I
then.
had 5 tacos
You know what
last
I'm
weekend.
saying?
It was my birthday weekend.
You
so.
gotta. People don't like to talk about when they,
When they mess up.
We
Yeah.
splurge. We,
Yeah.
we eat desserts. We do things. But at the end of the day, we like, back on it.
But if you're
back
honest
on
with
it.
yourself, saying
You
I
gotta be
messed
on
up,
Yeah.
you'll do better. But if you're saying,
That's true.
Yeah, if you're
That's
in
true.
guilt
Put yourself
and
like,
shame,
I did this. No, it's not about
you're just
that.
gonna soak more.
It's
and
about
get
being
worse, so.
consistent, and when you do fall, because we all do, get back up.
Get back up.
Yeah.
we fall down.
Oh,
I was
shit.
gonna say that.
I knew that was coming. Listen.
Okay. But I like to have fun with y'all because y'all said y'all work out. And who's stronger? Who
Key.
flexes more?
Key is stronger.
Key. Willie has weak legs. His little legs. His arms are bigger, yes.
I'm as a
but
man, I'm obviously stronger.
Yeah, I know.
Is he?
But I got so many aches. I got a
Oh,
bad shoulder.
yes.
Willie
is aching every morning he wakes up.
My back hurting.
Okay, you need to book a consultation.
But I push through though. You know,
push-
I don't complain.
Don't say-
I push
You don't?
through. Not-
What?
Wow.
Blowing up spots. Come back here. Do not take this out.
Oh, my back key. Oh, my shoulder key.
Blowing up spots.
Oh, my. Oh.
Okay.
Every day, y'all. Every day. I'm sorry. Okay.
You my
Okay.
confidant.
Back on
I'm
track.
supposed to be
No, but that's the point. You know, he has those issues, but he keeps going. We are going to
get
have
back up.
issues. We are going to get
going.
older.
Well, he is a man of a certain age, so he's supposed to hurt.
You guys are funny, honestly. But yeah, just have fun with it.
Yes.
And, thank you. I already
Thank you, Dr. E. It's
E,
been
listen,
such a pleasure.
It's been such a pleasure.
Such a pleasure.
Everybody out there want to know where can we find Dr. E? Where is she?
In Gwinnett.
Hey, Gwinnett.
Gwinnett in the building. The building.
Let me stop. Okay, that's the thing, Dr. E. No, you can find me at Luxury Real Estate Doctor on Instagram. I'm mostly active there. So I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn as well, but I don't remember the handles.
That's all right.
Luxury Real Estate Doctor on Instagram.
It's listed right here. We'll put it up right here. Yes, it's right here. We love you so much. Thank you for taking the time. We know you're busy. You are a mom, you're a realtor, you're a doctor. You do it all, and you do it really well. You're beautiful. You have a beautiful family. So thank you so much for taking the time with us today. It's great.
Give it up for Dr. E, y'all.
Dr. E! Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment below. Let us know.
And give Dr. E some love and comments.
Yay!
Thank you.
Hearts, hearts, hearts. Yes.
We love y'all. Ken Will in the building.
Ken Will in the
Till
building.
the next one.
Peace.
Let's go.